Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to just do some quick maintenance pruning on these two portulacaria afra lilliput bonsai trees. These have been in a few different videos, and I mention it every time, but I'll mention it again, that these little guys like this, you know, the leaves are so small and can really grow so dense. I try to keep up on the pruning on these. I think it was only been a month ago. I'll have to go back and look at the last videos, but hasn't been very long and been sitting out in full sun, and they grow pretty quick. As you can see, we've got some shoots that have gone out a couple inches on both of them. And like I said, once they're kind of developed to where I want them, I keep up on the pruning, or I try to anyway, just to keep the ramification, keep everything nice and tight. So that's kind of what we're doing today. Just going to get both of them, kind of give you a 2-for-1, since they won't take very long to prune. Just so I don't post like a 2 or 3 minute video. I'm going to give both of them a maintenance prune today, and we'll go ahead and get started on this guy. So, see, this one's got a decent little root flare. I think I just repotted this one a couple months ago. Made a video of it. I show a little bit up there, but I had it, it's got a really nice root base. I think this is the one I had out laying in my hand. That, really nice root base on it. I've got some decent flare happening. But yeah, this one's kind of where I want it, so we're just kind of keep it pruned up. And so it doesn't get, because if you let these grow too much without pruning them, your upper branches can get really thick pretty quick. And just to keep them from getting too thick to where you don't have to like cut it back and kind of start over, I just stay up on the pruning, especially during the summer when they're just growing like gangbusters, really vigorous. And it's amazing how, because I had this side towards the sun, and you can see everything is just shooting off that way. So I'll get it back out there and flip it around. We're at the end of September, so my trees will be coming indoors. I'm in Texas, so we have a little bit longer growing season. But my trees will, like I said, we're at the end of September now. My trees will be coming in sometime, it's usually around the mid part of October. I'll probably post a video when I bring them in. I need to do a tour before I bring them in, just kind of show you what my bench looks like here late summer, early fall. So I think technically we did move over into fall. Still feels like summer here though. We got highs in the mid upper 80s still, which feels cool if you spend any time in the South. You really like 80-degree temperatures, because it's these upper 90s and hundreds that we get. You need a break. All the other plants in the garden too. We've got a lot of flowering trees and shrubs, and it's almost like a second spring here. They kind of go, they come out like gangbusters in March and April. Everything blooms out, and then once we hit July, August, everything just kind of shuts down because it's too darn hot. And then once mid-late September hits, everything cools off a little bit, nights get cooler, and then things start flushing out and spring or blooming again like it's a second spring. So it's kind of nice. I think that's just about there on this one. take some of these leaves that are hanging down just to keep the pads look a little more refined. It's like this leaf here that's pointing down. It just helps keep the pads look flat on the bottom. So when you're looking through there, you don't see any just random leaves hanging down. Take this branch back. Some of these, because when I'm spinning the tree around, you know, I look at the front to back depth too. You can see some of these branches out in front kind of need brought back in. That looks a little better. Got kind of a slant looking on this side, but it doesn't really look like that from the front, so I'm not gonna try to correct it. Just a little bit of wire would fix it, but that's for a later project. Yeah, I think that's, don't like that really though. It's kind of sticking out there towards the front, and just cut it back to there for now. I could probably do to get rid of that, just so I could see more branch up there, but same thing over here. I could probably get rid of this and show more branching, but I think they'll stay for today. It's almost, even though it's not coming off the trunk, it almost feels like an eye poker there, just coming straight out at you. Looks better though, since I pruned it back a little bit, so we'll see where it goes. If it continues to bug me, we'll just take him out of there. But I think that'll do it for that guy. So sit him down here. And put the next one up here. And this one just repotted into this just earlier this year. And kind of want everything on this one to kind of have that movement off to the right. So we'll just, you know, anything on the top or pointing back to the left. I kind of want it to just be a nice tight little pad over there. I'm not sure if this will get big enough to where we can do different layers of pads, but you never know. Once it matures and gets a little bigger, we may be able to do something like that in the future. Can't get that leaf. Just cutting these small leaves off that are kind of pointing down. I need to get some wire back on that and straighten it up a little bit. It's kind of starting to lean and kind of go forward a little bit. Not horrible, but if it continues to do that, I may have to straighten it up. Keep anything that's growing off the bottom pruned back to keep that nice little pad there. Yeah, like that. I think that'll work. Take these back a little bit. Yeah, it looks pretty good there. think they'll work. So go ahead and set both of them back up here. Give you a look. There they are. We'll give you a little spin around here. There's the front. There's the left side. We'll move that one out of the way so you can see the other one. There's the back. And the right side, again, we'll move this one out of the way so you can see that one. And then back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.